my wife Sandra and I would like to present Jenny with a prayer shawl, a tallit, and to note the commandments of the tzitzit. We have a special tallit for Jenny, and with it comes a backstory which Sandra will share.
We have in Mark chapter 5, around chapter 35, there was a call for Yeshua to come quickly because Jairus' daughter was dying. But in the meantime, he had to stop because there was a woman who was sick and she touched his tzitzit, and so she was healed. But then it says, while he was speaking to the woman and to the people around who was sick, while he was speaking, there came from the ruler's house some who said, "Your daughter is dead. Why trouble the teacher any further?" But overhearing what they said, Yeshua said to the rulers of the synagogue, "Do not fear, only believe." And he allowed no one to follow him, except for Peter and James and John, the brother of James. And they came to the house of the ruler of the synagogue, and Yeshua saw a commotion, people weeping and wailing loudly. And when he had entered, he said to them, "Why are you making a commotion and weeping? And the child is not dead, but sleeping." And they laughed at him. But he put them all outside, and he took the child's father and mother and those who were with him, and he went in where the child was. Taking her by the hand, he said to her, "Tallit, which means, 'Little girl, arise.' And immediately she got up and she began walking, for she was 12 years old. And they were immediately overcome with amazement. And he strictly charged them that no one should know this, and told them to give her something to eat. So this may seem like a very strange story to be telling at the beginning of a bat mitzvah, but notice Jairus' daughter was 12 years old. And this little girl was dead, or rather asleep. And when we're born asleep in the spirit. We don't know anything. We have to be taught, we have to be raised. And eventually there comes a part of us when we are awakened to the spirit. We suddenly become aware of the spirit. We suddenly begin to want to walk and follow him after him ourselves. This day is not the day that happened for Jenny, but this day symbolizes that day that happened for Jenny. And Jenny wants to tell you about it. So with this story in mind, I had a prayer shawl created for Jenny. And this is called the crown of the tallit. And this goes over her shoulders or over her head. And it says tallit the kumi. It's upside down, she says. It says tallit the kumi. And I chose this picture of Yeshua and the little girl, and the words "arise," to represent what God is doing with her right now. He's taking her by the hand and he's taking her for a walk. And Jenny, rise, little girl. Oh Lord, don't tell me this is going to take a while. Come here. This is sandalwood oil, and I'm just going to anoint Jenny with a little bit of prayer and a little bit of oil for her service. Abba, Father, I just pray that you give my daughter calm, peace, shalom in her body as she comes to stand before your people and share with them everything that you have taught her. Father, I just thank you for Jenny. I thank you for blessing me with such a wonderful daughter. In the name of Yeshua HaMashiach, amen.
So on Jenny's prayer shawl are tzitzit, tassels. And we're going to read through Numbers 15, verses 37 through 41, where the Lord commands us to put tzitzits on the corners of our garments. And the Lord said to Moses, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, and say to them that they are to make for themselves tzitzits on the corners of their garments throughout their generations. And they are to place upon the tzitzit of each corner a thread of tehelis, a thread of blue. And it shall constitute tzitzits for you, that you may see it and remember all the commandments of Jehovah and perform them, and not explore after your heart and after your eyes, after which you stray, so that you may remember and perform all my commandments, and be holy to your God. I am Jehovah your God, who has removed you from the land of Egypt to be a God to you. I am Jehovah your God, it is true. Amen. Blessed are you, Lord our God, King of the universe, who has sanctified us with his commandments, and has commanded us regarding the commandment of tzitzit. May it be your will, Adonai my God, and the God of my forefathers, that the commandment of tzitzit is worthy before you, as if I had fulfilled it in all its details, implications, and intentions, as well as the 613 commandments that are dependent upon